I didn't warn my wife about my uncle being impossible to please, and it ruined our first Christmas dinner. This was our first Christmas as a married couple, and my wife Emma was so excited to host dinner at our new house. She'd been planning the menu for weeks, asking me what everyone liked, making lists, and even testing recipes to make sure everything was perfect. The thing is, my Uncle Rick is notorious in our family for hating literally everything that isn't cooked by his wife. Doesn't matter if it's a 5-star restaurant or just McDonald's, he'll find something wrong with it. Too spicy, too bland, too salty, too sweet. The man once complained that water tasted weird at my cousin's wedding. He's diabetic and on like 5 different medications, so some of it might be medical, but honestly, he was picky way before any health issues. At every family gathering, we just ignore his complaints and move on. It's become background noise to us. I probably should have warned Emma, but I figured it was just one person out of 12 guests. Everyone else would love her cooking, and Rick would do his usual grumbling that we'd all ignore. Christmas Day comes, and Emma spent the entire morning cooking this incredible feast. Prime rib, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, homemade rolls, the works. She was so proud and kept asking if I thought people would like it. The family arrives, and at first everything's going great. People are complimenting the food, asking for recipes, going back for seconds. Emma's beaming, and I can tell she feels like she nailed her first big family dinner. Then Rick sits down and immediately starts his routine. He takes one bite of the mashed potatoes and makes this dramatic face like he just ate poison. Oh my, these are way too garlicky for me. Then he tries the green beans and goes, whoa, somebody went heavy on the salt here. I see Emma's smile start to fade, but I figure she'll catch on that this is just how he is. But Rick keeps going. He pushes the prime rib around his plate and announces to the whole table, this is way too rare for my liking. I can't eat meat that's still bleeding. Emma jumps up and offers to put his piece back in the oven, but Rick waves her off dramatically. Don't go through the trouble, dear. I'll just eat the rolls. Then he bites into a roll and goes, oh, these are a little too crusty for my teeth. By now, Emma looks like she's about to cry. She spent all morning cooking, and this man is systematically insulting every single dish she made. The rest of the family is eating and complimenting everything, but all she can hear is Rick's complaints. The breaking point came when Emma brought out her homemade apple pie for dessert. She was so excited about this pie because it was her grandmother's recipe. Rick takes one bite and makes this huge show of pushing it away. Way too sweet for a diabetic. Plus, the crust is pretty tough. My wife makes hers with less sugar and gets a much flakier texture. That's when Emma completely lost it. She stood up, threw her napkin down, and said, well, maybe your wife should have cooked Christmas dinner then. Then she ran upstairs to our bedroom and locked the door. The whole table went silent. Rick looked confused and asked what her problem was. My mom shot me a look that could have killed me on the spot. I followed Emma upstairs and found her crying on our bed. She said she felt humiliated and that I should have warned her about Rick so she could have made different food or at least been prepared for his complaints. I tried explaining that this is just how Rick is, that nobody takes his complaints seriously, but Emma wasn't hearing it. She said it felt like I set her up to fail on purpose. The worst part was when I went back downstairs. Rick was telling everyone that maybe Emma was too sensitive to be hosting family dinners and that his wife never gets upset when he gives honest feedback about food. That's when my dad finally told Rick to shut up and eat his dinner or leave. Emma didn't come back downstairs for the rest of the night. She's barely spoken to me since, and now I'm sleeping on the couch until New Year's.